building is 30 Hudson yards. It has a little crane at the top of it. It also has an observation deck, triangle sticking out from the back side of the building. We'll get a better view of it on the way back, called the Edge. And the Edge has a glass bottom floor that you can see all the way down to the ground from. You can try that out. If you need even more of a thrill, during the summer months, you can rappel off the side of that building. And it was concluded that the people could not be trusted with naming such a vessel, and so it remains named the Vessel. The waterfront used to be all industrial area, and the industry has moved away, so rather than building directly on the water, want to live on the waterfront, but they also want to live by a park. So by turning all of the waterfront from Battery Park, about 5 miles north on the Hudson River, really improves the neighborhood, not just on the waterfront, but back behind it. And you're going to see a bunch of wild-shaped buildings and be like, that's some interesting architecture. Yes, it is. Most of those buildings are apartments. And the name of the game in architecture these days is to design a building that Hudson Yards or what have you. Hopefully it has a nickname, some wild nickname like the Iceberg or the Jenga building or the Sky Chicken. You know, we got some wild names for buildings. The blue piers coming up on the Manhattan side are Chelsea Piers, which is our famous sporting facility. The green netting coming up is protecting us all from golf balls. There's a 5-level golf driving range. So if you love to hit a golf ball, Chelsea Piers might be the spot for you. It's been used in many films and TV shows, so if you think you recognize it, you probably do. The movie that comes to my mind is Serendipity, but there's lots of them out there. The building right behind the green netting is nicknamed the Iceberg because it kind of looks like an iceberg, and also it's not that far from the pier where the Titanic was supposed to land. So not the most, politically correct, but New York is not known for, being nice particularly. Coming in up next on the Manhattan side is Little Island. It's being held up by some tulip-shaped pillars. Little Island, I think, is a bit of an Instagram trap. Not a whole lot going on, but some great photos to be had. There are 2 amphitheater spaces, so if you can catch a concert or a performance there, that sounds good. I would just go take some photos. It's free, it's public, and then go back to Chelsea Market and grab some tacos at Los Tacos #1. If you are from a place where they have really good tacos, choose something else because Manhattan is not. And then you can walk the High Line, which has an access point right behind Little Island. High Line's an old elevated freight rail that they turned into a park. Freight lane. Square mile, it has the most bars and churches of any square mile in the United States. A lot of drinking and a lot of rain going on in Hoboken. So the Dutch arrived in 1624, and they were really excited about Manhattan's beavers and wildlife. They were interested in trade, not colonizing. They wanted to come and make money and go home. So they were here for about 20 years, and they supposedly bought Manhattan from the indigenous people, giving them 60 guilders and some trade goods, which is about $300 in today's money, which is not a very good deal. But the indigenous people didn't actually believe in land ownership. How could you own the land? It was alive. It gave to you, you gave to it. It was an exchange or relationship. How could you own it? They just thought it was a good faith payment that the Dutch would work the land with them. So we are still on unceded land and water while you're here in New York, while you're in most of the United States. If you want to learn more about the indigenous community in the area, Mannahattafund.org their mission is educating people about the indigenous folks that are in the area of New Jersey. They're also taking donations if you want to donate. On the New Jersey side, we're coming by the Water train station and ferry depot. A lot of people would take the train into New Jersey from deeper New Jersey and then catch a ferry boat to Manhattan. The ferry terminal pre-pandemic had about 50,000 people commuting every day to Manhattan. Today the numbers are certainly low. Message of the river. So the woman has her eyes closed, her finger to her lips, implying shh. Listen to the message of the river is what the artist wanted you to pause and think about. And what does the river have to say? I think it says, clean me up, please, please clean me up. We've definitely been throwing our waste into the river for a long time. On either side of the river, we have some brown boxes. The brown boxes are the ventilation towers for the Holland Tunnel. So the Holland Tunnel is a tunnel for private vehicles to go under the riverbed from New Jersey to Manhattan. And when you have cars in a tunnel, you have a problem with carbon monoxide. So Clifford Holland realized this and created a system using fans, ventilation, to filter out the air in the tunnel